Yes, my pretties, make all of the money, load more wood, transport more wood, and then give me the profits. But, do it faster because we got an episode to record. G'day everyone, T-Nick back here again in OpenTTD with the Swedish train set. As you recall, last time we set up a wonderful money printing factory, not including this actual factory, that was kind of a dud, but this sawmill here is just pumping out goods like you wouldn't believe, which we are turning into sweet, sweet, sweet cash. That's probably the wrong train to click on because it's brand new and it hasn't actually made a delivery yet. So let's look at one of the other ones. Yeah, okay. That one, yeah, this one, yeah. That one's doing really good. I pointed at the screen. Don't know why I bothered. That was a stupid thing to do. So to capitalize on that and our initial investment, we've just invented a new road vehicle called the... I don't even know how to say a blank. Do I just say blank or do I just leave it silent like that? I mean, how does that work? Well, they've invented a new bus and I have no interest in it, so no thank you. But it's very nice of you to offer. You'll have to figure out the bugs in your bus some other way. Now, before I was so rudely interrupted by the new model of bus being invented called the... Well, you get the idea. I was looking around the map. Well, before I was interrupted, I was telling you what I was doing, and that's what I was doing. I was looking around the map, so I've confused even myself now, so that's pretty spectacular. And so I thought to capitalize on this initial investment, we should find more wood. Childish snigger notwithstanding. So I was sort of looking around, I'm going, And I was going to say, I hope I find that forest I found earlier soon enough, because that was really getting tiresome. So not only have we found one forest, we've found two, and they're surrounded by some giant Z's, because autosave. So I'm thinking reasonably straight line up here. Well, we'll kind of miss it, but, reasonably straightish diagonal line up here, also new bank, that's exciting. And we can hook in this new set of forests here. And then probably next time we can then work at getting the goods down to some of these towns as well for some more sweet, sweet cash. Or we could just keep pumping goods over into Tornea, but, I figure why not diversify and transport goods everywhere? Because, yeah, Tornea's a destination that people want to go to, I'm sure, but we can do better. And we're going to start by doing better by rejigging this junction just a little bit. So we're going to go ahead and remove that signal. That could have been dangerous. I just realized this tram was coming out as he was going in, so oh dear. And we'll go ahead and make that our point of junction-y goodness signal. And then we'll go ahead and peel off a bit of track up here and a second bit of track up here, because reasons. So then, of course, we can do the usual trope of building track in a line, which is generally how one builds track. You don't really want to curve it around and squiggly-higgledy-piggledy it. So we'll go ahead and whack down a couple of signals there, and that's about all we need to do for that junction there. I see we have a coal line in the way. That's new. Well, it's not new. I mean, that's been there for a couple of episodes, but it's new to me because I've only just realized it's there. Now, we've also got these three coal mines up here. So I thought one good way of joining the two networks together, because obviously I am a whore for that sort of thing, we are going to have to put in some sort of fancy schmancy junction here. And I thought, what better way to do it than to think on the fly and go ahead and put in some sort of whacking great tunnel there. Because, I mean, let's face it, we've got the cash, like we care. So we've whacked in the tunnel there, and then eventually we can run a little bit of a curve down here and have it join up to this new sort of north-south-ish main line, which is probably not a good description to put on the map. What's that line? Oh, that's the main coal line. Oh, what's that line? That's the main wood line. What's that line? What's that line? That's the north-ish, south-ish, goods-ish line-ish. It does things. It aids in the transportation of stuff from location to other location. Yes. Oh God. Now, how is this bridge going? Do I line it up there? I think I actually got away with that. Well, if that's not the most spectacular bridge we've built in this season, I don't know what is. Seriously, I really like that. Does everyone? Yeah, no, yeah, okay. No, we're all nonplussed. That's cool. That's cool. Keep building. I know time's a ticking. I've already been recording for like 2 minutes, so people want to see results, and I want to see a railway line in a straight line because that could not possibly go wrong at all. Now, we want to go up this hill in a way that lets us put a second track into the left. So that should be fine. And we've reached the apex of the hill. It's time to start going down again. Now's probably a good time to check where these forests are. They're over there. Good. Okay, so we don't want to go down too far. Nearly lost where I was building. We do want to head in this direction, though. So we're going to put our first curve in, unless you count the curve back at the junction, in which case this is our second curve. Second curve. So, you know, I need to work out how to use video editing tools so I can put some sort of score counter up there so we can keep track of the massive number of curves this route will have. So far it's 2. Counting the one at the junction makes it 3, because, you know, we got curve, curve. So 3, big 3. That's a big 3. I've already lost count. So now it's curve number 7, and then we're going to go ahead and whack this in here, and curve number 15 will go in there, and then we can just put the station in, because it's just getting too windy here. I'm losing track of it. Now, we want to keep it rural, so we'll go with a nice grassy buffer stop here, and we want to make sure we're going to catch both those forests. So if we build it, we can't build it there because there's a forest in the way, so we have to build it in this line here. We're not getting the second forest, so that means eye candy. Let's build eye candy. So we've built Careswando Woods. That's a station that we've built. That's a name. And now we want to go ahead and get some sort of wood loading station, which is under ISR. You can do this. You've done this before. It's we'll turn that off. That's hideous. So go ahead and whack that in there. That's a nice basic station shape we've got going on, and obviously the minimum signals. Now, let's go ahead and just pad this out a bit so we can fill in this area a bit with some stuff and things and stuff. That's what I like to go with. None of that is helpful. How about this stuff? Here we go. We've got some log stuff, specifically a log loader. That's my kind of loader, because we're loading logs. Now, of course, we need a wood pile. Like, who doesn't need a good wood pile in their life? Now, hang on, how did we build you? We built you like that. So we want the logs to be parallel, obviously. Okay, so we go back to this one, we go here, and then we'll go 2 by 2, and we'll throw that in there. Yeah, that's good, it's good. And then we'll go 1 by 3. And no, okay, we'll put that one in like, well, hang on, we'll put 1 by 1 in there so it lines up with the one that's across like this. And then we'll go ahead and make this one 2 by 1. I have completely lost track of how these are going to be sitting, so it's all going to be a big surprise to all of us. And we probably need some sort of building here. Let's get some sort of office going on. What's that? High security parking. Probably not at a timber foresty thing, as opposed to any other type of forest, like a non-timber forest. What's that? A shipping office. Good. Well, that's good for shipping of things. So we'll whack one of them down there, and we may as well just whack down some asphalt around there just to keep it fresh and interesting. And by fresh and interesting, I mean fill out the space a bit. There we go. So that should capture this second forest as well, which is a good 99 tonner, and which is good because the initial one was only a 64 tonner. So, oh, good, a new bank at. I'm not going to touch that. But that's a town name that we've observed, and we know where the bank is. Now, this station over here, probably going to start reaching some capacity issues, because obviously we've got this track reserved for our goods trains, and this one here, you know, which is shared. But of course, if we've got a goods train loading here and he's like, oh, I don't have any goods yet, I don't want to leave, that only leaves the one platform open for our actual log trains to unload. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and add on another couple of platforms here. And by a couple, I mean probably just one, because it depends on how motivated I am. Well, I'm motivated enough to build 2. There you go. The fix is in. We're going to go ahead and put signals down. We've committed to this. COM-mitted, because, you know, words. Now, we want stations. We want the wood loading station, because even though we're not loading wood here, it's nice to have a few eye candy logs lying around. We want it to be 5 tiles long. How long are you? You're only 4, so we need to extend you by... 5, there we go. And then obviously we need to whack down another couple of buffer stops. So we'll drop one down there, and we'll drop a couple down here as well. There we go, that's nice. Oh, there goes Careswando Factory. I wasn't particularly attached to it, never really got to know it though, so that's probably on me. I also really like how well we've lined up this level crossing thing, so yeah, that's a thing that we need to fix, because my OCD is just going absolutely batshit crazy. So we're going to go ahead and drop one in there, one in there, and sorry about your house / hut / thing, and we'll go ahead and drop in some random wood things, and a crane here, just because that little gap there was annoying me as well. There we go, that looks nice. So of course, unrealistically, that is somehow attached to there, But through the magic of OpenTTD, it works, and I'm not going to argue with it. So obviously we're using the tank engines on this short little line here, but I'm wondering if we shouldn't be auditioning the tender engine because, well, hang on, how fast can you go? Oh, that's right, you don't have a speed limit, so you can go as fast as you bloody well want, which is in this case is 100 kilometers an hour. I hope I never have to do that voice again. That did not work out my way at all. So we'll go with a 4.9 length train. That's as close to 5 as we're going to get, like literally. And we'll go ahead and start you off here at Karesuando Woods. That's a name. And you're going to come down here to Bowden Woods, which is a hell of a lot easier to pronounce, and thus I like it better. We'll go ahead and clone you. No, we'll clone you. You can't imagine it's cloned by just hitting the start button. So I'll send the first one out, and then we'll just have to remember to send the second one out once the lumber starts actually appearing up at this station here, so we're not running at too much of a loss initially. We'll see how we go with 2 trains to start with. I think that we'll get away with that simply because they've got the higher capacity, the faster speed, and those forests out there aren't exactly producing as much as these two. And by these two, I mean Pajala Forest here is just a gun. But yes, so I mentioned a junction here, and I didn't build one. No, I'm not a junction tease. I'm going to get around to it. Just, okay, back off. I'll give you some space, would you? You always ride me about this junction. There we go, get rid of that. And so I'm going to get to it, just like I'm going to get to cleaning the living room. And that's not a rat, it's a house pet. And its children. So there we go. So we've got a little bit of a curve in here. So what I'm thinking is, as a bit of a precursor, we can probably electrify this section of the line too, just to future-proof, because we've electrified the rest of the coal lines. So if I know me, and I mean I know me pretty good. Do I know me? Yeah, I know me. I know me good. Wow, this English is just incredible. Yeah, so I want to double track this section here. Maybe not this bridge. How much would it cost to build a second bridge? Probably a mint. 191. Okay, well, we're up to 2.5, so that should be fine. In fact, we should probably pay the loan down just so we're not paying as much in interest there. So we'll knock that back down to about there. There we go. 45.50. That's a loan amount that we've settled on. And we'll go ahead and electrify this section of the line. And then we'll go ahead and double track it because that way we're able to tap into this coal mine over here. Probably didn't need the second bridge because, well, most of the coal mines are on this side. And by most, I mean 2 out of 3. So, money. But as I said, we have the cash, so, why not? Spend it while we've got it. And then when we don't have it later, you guys can draw my attention back to this moment and be like, hey, remember when you had all that money and then you wasted it on a bridge? And I'll be like, yeah, shut up. Because, that's just how I am. I don't like to be pointed out when I'm wrong. Unless it's hilarious, in which case, go nuts. I'm up for a hilarious wrong pointing out. So we'll go ahead and end the double track here with our branch up to the coal mine. I don't know if we'll do anything about that now. It's 88 tons. It's 32 tons. And what about you? 63 tons. Okay, so we will connect this one up. This one will be the connector that justifies the junction. Can we skim that along the edge of the cliff there? Nice. Just, try and steer to stay on the tracks, because if you fall off, that's going to be a hell of a clean-up. I'm pretty sure the environmental groups will be unhappy with us too. So we'll go ahead and keep that going there in case we eventually need to double track the log line, and we will electrify that just in case we come back later and think, oh, this section's electrified, we don't have to worry about looking at the junction, we'll just start here and keep going. And then, we get to a point where we've got a lost electric train and people are going, you idiot, you missed a bit. That's never happened before, right? Nobody go back and watch the German playthrough because that happened at least 3 times. So go ahead and whack in the obligatory signals that we'll need, 1 at each end, and then we'll put in some intermediates because that's the sort of thing I'm going to do. No, there we go. See, now that I've discovered, and by discovered I mean had pointed out several times, the lazy method of signal placement, I'm obsessed. If I can't use it, I want to know why. So we'll go ahead and whack a signal in there. You're loading wood, so we can send your friend out on the way now. So hopefully by the time you get there, there'll be a decent load of timber waiting for you. That's a reasonable single track section we can probably live with. We will whack a signal there though, just so when a train's leaving here, it's not holding up a coal train trying to get onto the branch, because he can quite quickly sneak through here and all will be well. Likewise, we'll put a signal there for that same reason. So that should be fine. Obviously, we haven't connected up the coal mine yet, so I'll need to do that before I go ahead and buy a coal train. which of course will be really bloody slow. I guess it is only 1937, so we should expect coal trains to be slow, but we're kind of spoiled with these high-speed log trains that, yeah, it makes me lament the lack of a faster coal wagon. New power station under construction near Pokemon, or Pokemon's name, I'm not sure. Linkoping. There we go. Yes, that's the electric type Pokemon, because it's a power station, obviously. And we'll go ahead and run a bit of a loop in here just to keep things consistent, because I'm fairly certain I've put loops in everywhere else, and if I haven't, why the hell not? Loops are good. So now we need to send the trains around this way. Okay, so that's fine. So we'll drop a signal in there to stop them reversing, drop a signal in there, and then drop one in there. And that is great. Good. Okay, so we need a coal train. We may as well build it at this depot here because it's a hell of a lot closer. So we'll go ahead and have a look. Let's see if we can choose between... And again, I keep coming back to the fact we may as well be building the tank engine because these coal wagons are 45 kilometers an hour of slow, which is just, it's awful. I mean, how much coal are you producing? 99 tons. And how many trains are you serving? 2. Okay, and they're both making a profit. Okay, so it looks like we're going with 2 again. We'll go with 2 nice short ones because, yeah, these are not heavy haul engines. So how many wagons have you got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so go with 8. We've got 5, 6, 7, 8. Now we have 8. That's how we do that. Okay, you, my friend, new set of orders. I would like you to full load at Karuna Mines. It sounds like a beachside suburb of Sydney, really. Karuna. Or somewhere in Hawaii. I don't know, one or the other, both good. And then go down here and unload and have an obligatory service there. Is there any other depot en route we can sort of swing nearby? No, we probably should put in a servicing point around here somewhere just for these longer haul coal trains, he says, completely neglecting the fact that he's got coal trains coming up here as well. Hey, look, a sawmill. Oh, we could have just... Well, what's done is done. Oh, good, new bank at... That's got too many things above the letters for me to even try pronouncing that. And we want 2 of these, please. Ooh, refit for coal first. There you go. Yep, caught myself. And off you guys go as well. That would be great. Good. A new bank at Copenhagen. I thought it was called Copenhagen, not Copenhagen. Is this some sort of cheap knockoff? Copenhagen? No, maybe it is called Copenhagen and I'm just being really racist. Also, where am I now? Oh, God. Wait, okay, let's get the map up. Okay. Okay, so we were at Copenhagen. Let's just figure out where we were. Oh, God. Oh, this is one hell of a big country. Oh, God. Okay, well, there's Stockholm, so that centers us a bit. I think we're up here. Yes, I found a railway line. Yes, found it, made it. Okay, note to self, do not click on anything in the news articles. It does not go your way. Good. Okay, so now that we've got the coal line open up here, we are going to figure out how to connect this one up, and less so that one and more that one, although they're not really great either of them, are they? One thing we could do, really, is just truck both of these mines' output over here, and that would render the investment in the bridge slightly more worthwhile. Of course, we'll then have to build a road bridge across here to justify the second rail bridge, and maybe we should just truck it over here. That's probably just as easy. Yeah, why don't we go ahead and do that? Because, could you justify a railway line? Is there any more coal down here? Oh, we have a power station right here. Why don't we just justify it by taking it over here instead of connecting it up to the rest of the line? Yeah, that's probably going to be easier than trying to make these coal mines work with the further away power station. Yeah, why don't we do that? So, do we want to go rail for this one? I guess we could rail this one down here and then just road haul from the really rubbish coal mine just to prop up the train a bit. That's probably how we'll do it. So we'll go ahead and just dig out the side of the mountain. Hey, don't judge me. The coal mine did it first. And go ahead and whack in just a small station. We probably don't need a big station here because this is just going to be sort of an isolated little one-off line. Famous last words, I know. We'll go ahead and put in the loop that we know and love to send our trains around in circles and connect that up. No, that's not going to line up very well at all. Hold on, no, we've buggered it. There we go. That lines up how I wanted it to. And we'll go ahead and whack down a few signals, obviously. No, hang on, we want them to go the other way. Yes, so don't put a signal there. Yes, okay, good, you've done it. It's not hard. This is like the 10th one of these you built. Oh, good, a new iron ore at Pajala. I've heard of that. Do we have a steel mill handy? Because we've got the factory here. No, factory, oil well. Ah, hello, steel mill. Okay, well, that's one to watch out for, because we've got iron ore here. Didn't we pass an iron ore mine up here? No, we did not. Okay. Oh, there's iron ore over here, though. And plenty of iron ore here. Oh, hello. I wonder if we can't use the existing mineral line to convey iron ore as well over to this steel mill. I mean, that'll involve some sort of complicated catastrophe of a junction here, but no, I'm open to it if you guys are. But yeah, no, first of all, we're going to finish connecting this business up. And, you know, then the steel mill will close and break my heart again. I don't know why I'm bothering to go down, because I'm just going to have to go back up again. So forget I did that, and we'll just cover it up with some nice strategic embankment. That's not a term you hear very often, strategic embankment. You know, the engineer decided he'd get out of his current fix by building a strategic embankment. Also, did I do that? That looks like the sort of thing I would do. Just build a random bit of road in the middle of nowhere. It's something that's happened many times before. Or track, too. Sometimes I find just random bits of railway line lying around, and I'm like, did I do that? Well, who else was it? You're the only one playing. There we go. So I'll throw a depot down, and now all we've got to do is build... Oh, we can build... Oh, that's the passenger engine. Never mind, can't build an electric engine. That would have been a waste of time. Go ahead and get me the standard size coal train. Yes, the passenger one would be completely wasted on this because it's a high-speed train. And, ooh, a new power station at... Okay, we've got a reference point. Carl's Koga. Well, Koga was a gym leader in the original Pokemon, so I'm already down for this. It does not appear to be anywhere near anything that I am near. In fact, it does not look like anywhere near anywhere that I've ever been. So let's just go back to our corner of the world where all the minerals are and just be satisfied with that. So you, my friend, are going to shuffle the coal from the mine down to the power station, like the boss that you are. And then we're going to finish off by providing a little feeder truck service in for you, just to prop up this service a bit more and provide a little bit of extra coal to transport. So we'll go ahead and whack in a bit of road here in a roundabout sort of situation. Roundabout situation, is that how you want to describe it? That's how you've described it. It doesn't make any sense, but, you know, that's what we've gone with. Well, there goes Arvika Sawmill, wherever that was. It doesn't matter where it was now because we're never going to use it. We should probably just smooth out some of this landscape here. That'll make life a bit easier. Yeah, so if we drop down 2 levels here, and then we should be able to put a cheeky tunnel in to get under this little bit of hill here. Loving this landscape, by the way. This landscape is very cool to build around. So much better than the flat map I'm used to. And then, of course, we're going to go back up again. So really did not plan that out very well. Fire the surveying team and bring the road over here to the coal mine. And we'll drop in another station here for the loading of the coal. Run that through like that. And then, of course, the mandatory depot we will build just there. Well, there goes Ronneby Forest. Not interested. Well, it's gone now, so, yep, no chance of being interested. Now, let's look at trucks. Oh, that's right, we need trams, don't we? Because trucks at this time of the year are awful. This time of the year? Well, there's the mystery bus. I'm just gonna call you the mystery machine. There we go. So we can now build the mystery machine because, you know, that's where Scooby-Doo and the gang, I guess, live. You never really see them in their houses. You just see them in the van. And that's, well, we've got access to the mystery machine now. So let's just go with that because apparently the game did not see fit to give it a name. Now, we've got access to the fitted generic flatbed truck. We're building a coal route. That is completely useless to us. Okay, as I said, we've got access to the Mahan General Hopper truck. Now, that is something I'm on board with because it can carry 15 tonne of coal at 40 k's an hour. How fast do you go? 45? Look, I found something slower than you. It's this truck. What about you? 32 k's an hour. You know what? No, 40 is fine. Let's go with 40. 40 sounds great. Was I complaining about 40? No, you were complaining about 40. Stop complaining. Be grateful for 40. So we'll send you up here to Karuna Woods, where we will force you to transfer and leave empty, and then swing by the depot if you desire. We'll start with 4 of them for now, just because I hate replacing road vehicles. Oh, God, what is that name? New steel mill under construction near Vaxjo? No, we're done with reading names out. No, the game is just taunting me now. Oh, I can do that one. That's Angie. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Save some face there. Stop it. No more industries. Cut it out. Good. Okay, so our little fleet of trucks. Oh, look, they've randomized the color scheme too. Slightly. Hey, I like variety. Variety's good. I'm okay with variety. Variety is, as they say, the spice of life. And, I'm all about the spice. Now, what are you doing? You're waiting for him. What is he waiting for? What are you waiting for? No, I didn't signal the single track sectional line, did I? Well done me. So thankfully this train is coming down now. So, that's going to solve that problem. But why don't we go ahead and just extend the double track a little bit so that we can not have this happen ever again. Get rid of this bit of track here. And then throw down, he wants to be on that track, a couple of signals there. No, we didn't want to put the signal there. That's just silly. Who does that? Drop that in there, and then boop, and then drop that in there, and then boop. There we go. Fantastic. That looks really good. Sorry about that, brand new coal trains. I do apologise that was a bit of a farce. So there we go. We've managed to justify the second bridge over there, even though it probably would have made more sense to plumb this coal mine into this power station, but well, here we are. And as a matter of fact, we're really smashing out the coal here. We're up to 126 tons. So I'm going to go ahead and buy a third one of these because, the first two have not yet proven a success, but I figure roll the dice on a third one like that. Booyah. And then we can finish by paying down the loan somewhat. And by somewhat, I mean we've paid most of the loan off. We're actually sitting quite pretty there. So bring it down. Yeah, we'll sit at about 2 million. That's fine. That still gives us a worthy amount of cash. Yes, a worthy amount of cash. So we've got a steel mill here. I'm thinking that's what we do next time. I know I said I'd expand the goods production here to deal with the... Hey, the yo is available. Just the yo, because it's not a yo-yo, because it's only the yo one. No? Not a winner? That's fine. That's cool. I'm going to turn it down now just because I've got nothing to use it on. But let's just check my notes very professionally. We're going to hear some paper ruffling here as I try and find them. So the Yo 1 is a rail car. Man, I'm glad I checked my notes for that. That was a revelation that I couldn't have figured out for myself. But yeah, so what I'm thinking is... oh boy, we've got a lot of passengers here. All going via Pajala too. Good thing you guys are making good money. Yes, okay, why don't we go ahead and just add on another couple of trains here. So are you guys all sharing the same order set? You are. I know I discussed short working on this line because maybe not everyone's going up to Kerasundo up the top there. So how far are you all trying to travel? Yeah, I know you're going via Pajala. So see, most of them are going to... Actually, no, it's literally split directly down the middle. Cool. Okay, well, why don't we go ahead and just whack on a couple of extra trains there, just to help tide things over. I know they're not exceedingly profitable. That's what the green light means. I'm pretty sure the green light means it can replace itself in a given year and pay for itself with its profit, whereas yellow, I think, means it's I have to kick in a little bit of my own money, and red means it's losing money and it's horrendous. And train 30 can't find a path to continue. Sucks to be train 30. What are you are the only train on this line. Are you being held up by yourself because you're trying to reserve a path down and around and into yourself? Can you go ahead and say that's my fault, but not believe it? Because, I mean, come on, just think for yourself, man. Yes, good. Now you're happy. You're happy? Good. Yes. 141 tonne of coal there. Have you been waiting there long, I wonder? Oh, that 45k an hour is really, really enjoyable. And of course, the coal mine has upped production, hasn't it? Yes, you have. And we're still dumping more coal in from this mine. Not sure if I planned this very well. I think we need to buy a second train here as well. And then put a passing loop in. Really, should have just stuck with trucks, I think. Okay, so passing loop time. We'll go ahead and... No, not there. That would be stupid. We'll go ahead and whack it in on this nice little diagonal bit because it'll look nice and neat and out of the way. And there's another strategic embankment for you. So we'll go ahead and that was the original strategic embankment, you dummy. Good, so we'll leave that like that. That should be fine. And then once he's cleared, the next one should come out of the depot, and it has. Fantastic. There goes Umia Sawmill. Rest in peace, I guess. Yes. Okay, so goods production hasn't really ramped up here as much as I expected it would from these two forests we've brought online. So, although there is a lot of timber there, so... yeah, maybe a second train wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. Where are the other trains anyway? There's one here heading north, and it's stuck behind a coal train, and you're stuck behind a coal train. Being stuck behind a coal train is awesome. Well, to round out today, I'm going to go ahead and buy a third one of those to get stuck behind another coal train, because God knows we've got no shortage of those. And then we'll try and solve your issue, which is that you're blocking the main line because you can't get onto the coal line. So I'll give you a signal there. That's a start, but we will need to double track more of this line to allow for your needs, because I'm considering your needs when building new lines. We will do it with electricity though, because that's important. So we'll go ahead and build it down this side, down here like this. We'll drop a bit of land in here. I'm not sure I want to commit to wasting money on a second bridge at this stage, so we'll go ahead and single track the business there. And then, of course, we'll need to put a set of points in there as well. That signal we just built is now redundant already. I think it got used once, and it didn't even stop a train. So, money well spent. What'd you put that there for? There's literally no universe where that would be useful. Good. So we've got the passing loop down there. We've got 2 trains serving this one, don't we? Oh, just the one. Okay, cool. So that was just really good timing that you were waiting to use this line when the other train was. Do we have a lot of coal waiting here? We kind of do. Well, now there's 2 trains using it, so I guess that worked out for everyone. Worked out for me anyway. So off you go. No, don't sort, just clone. No sorty, cloney. Good. So we're really pumping the coal along these lines here. It's just a shame the trains are so slow. And there goes an iron ore mine. Hope that wasn't one of the ones we wanted to use. But that should just about do us for today. I know we didn't really achieve as much as we set out to. Well, actually, we achieved exactly our stated goals. And saying that, I kind of want to put another passing loop in up here somewhere. Because if you leave here now, and one comes up here now, which is exactly what's happening, he's going to have to sit and wait till you clear this. Yeah, that's not great. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and whack in a cheeky passing loop in here as well. Just because, we can. And should. It's not just because we can, it's because we should, and we're responsible train network building people. And of course, we've got to wait for you to get through the loop anyway, because you're going to default to this track, because that's the original track. So we're not going to achieve anything at the moment, but future trains will thank us. They'll be like, hey man, thanks for that passing loop there. Big help. Seriously, big help, man. Loving your work. And I'll be like, oh, well, it's nothing. Just a couple of signals and, a bit of track and, false modesty, that sort of thing. So we may as well pay the loan down a bit more. That's probably as much as we can pay it down for now. Or we can go further. No, we can't. No, I can't do maths. That looks like it's on the edge of the map. Is it? It is. Is this part of the map below sea level? Should I be concerned? Yep, okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to save the game and just see what happens if I try and lower this. Does that let the ocean in? Because normally the edge of the map is ocean, isn't it? No, that was really anticlimactic. There's the ocean. Oh no, it's not below sea level. Then how the hell is the edge of the map higher than... Man, that's wrinkling my brain. Also, now we're on the wrong side of the world, so yeah, I can't really do my send-off thingy without going back to where we... Well, that was a really accurate click. I did not intend to land here, but here we are. Is one of our new trains going to come into view while I do my final sending off thing? No? Okay, we'll just find one. Yep, there we go. We may as well hang out at the new bridge that lots of money built, and just just wrap things up here. So yes, thank you for watching. Thank you for joining me. Hope you've enjoyed the episode, and I hope to see you again next week. But until then, this has been OpenTTD with the Swedish Rails set. Thanks for your company, and I'll see you all next time. Later days. Yeah, no, stop it. Cut it out. No, stop it. Stop it.